Sum chim sua East School Cambodia Teng Lai. Hello, and I want to send a hearty greetings, a great big hello to all of my students at East School Cambodia. And how are you today? I hope that everything is good for you today. And today we're beginning a new unit, Unit 5, in the intro book. And so if you open your books to page 28, that would be good. You need to have your books. And you know, I want to remind you, if you study as a group with 3 or 4 other students, that's really good because you can practice your conversations together. You can help your pronunciation together. So I really recommend that you get 3 friends and study together as a group. Okay, that's my recommendation for you to really rikcham lang lang kang pisa anglais by American. And so, Unit 5, what are you doing? What are you doing? We can use this same question in a couple different ways. And we see somebody and we wonder, what are they doing? We don't know, and we're curious. We want to know. We can say, excuse me, what are you doing? We say it like that. What are you doing? See, my voice is up and then goes down. What are you doing? Can you do that? Say it like that. Excuse me, what are you doing? Or we can say, if we see something and we think they're doing something wrong, then we can say it like this. What are you doing? What are you doing? You see my face? The first one is a question because we wonder. We're curious. We don't know and we just want to know. And so we say, what are you doing? What are you doing? And we smile. But the other one, if we think they're doing something bad, maybe it's our little brother or sister, or we see someone near our moto or something like that, we can say it a little bit angry. And we can say, what are you doing? What are you doing? You see the difference? Can you say both of them? What are you doing? What are you doing? What are you doing? What are you doing? And so where we put the stress and the intonation of our voice makes the difference if we're sounding friendly or angry. So what are you doing? And so in this unit, we're going to talk and learn about time. We're going to be studying about words associated with time, about how to say the time in different ways. We'll be learning about time zones and the international date line. And so all of our conversations and our grammar and our pronunciation is associated with time. And so I have a question for you. What time do you get up every day? What time do you get up every day? And I want to remind you, please repeat after me. Even if I don't say somni yetam lokru, somni yetam lokru. And so even if I don't tell you to say it after me, please say it after me. Practice. You must use your voice. Practice the final consonant. The final consonant. So, we say it like this. What time did you get up today? What time did you get up today? Get up, or what time did you wake up today? What time did you wake up today? What time do you wake up every day? What time do you get up every day? So wake up and get up are not the same. Wake up, phnek lang. Bok phnek, phnek lang. Bantai aton ngök lang. And so wake up We can wake up, we can lay in bed, listen to music, think, but get up means ngợp lao and reap cham samrap kang yangថ្ងៃហ្នឹង. And so what time? And so I'm asking you, my student, what time do you wake up every day? What time do you get up every day? Can you send me a message and say, teacher, I wake up and get up at 7 o'clock every morning. Or, teacher, Monday through Wednesday, I get up at 7 a.m., but Saturday and Sunday, I get up at 8 a.m., or something like that. Just tell me what your schedule is. The second question is, what time do you go to bed every night? What time do you go to bed every night? Okay, so you can say, what time do you go to bed? What time do you go to sleep every night? Almost the same thing. What time do you go to bed every night? What time do you go to sleep every night? So I'm asking you, so please send me a message and chat with me. Tell me what time you wake up every day, what time do you get up every day, and what time do you go to bed, or what time do you go to sleep every day. And you send a message and you ask me, teacher, what time do you get up every day? Teacher, what time do you go to sleep every day? All right, let's do that chat. So we're talking about time, and have you ever called anybody overseas? Have you ever made a phone call to another country like the United States or France or England or Singapore, some other country? If you have made a call overseas to a faraway country like Singapore or the United States, Canada, France, or England, you understand that when you make a call, the time here in Cambodia is different from the time in Singapore. And so when we're here in Cambodia, if it's 5 p.m. and we call to Singapore or Malaysia, it's 6 p.m. where they're at. 5 p.m. here, but 6 p.m. there. And if we call to the United States, usually if I call to my mother, at 6 a.m. here in Cambodia on a Tuesday, it's usually 4 p.m. or 5 p.m. in the evening on a Monday where she's at. And so when I call her, she's at a different time and at a different day. And so I have to pay attention. And so Canada, United States, if I call in the morning in Cambodia, it's the evening the day before. And so the reason is because of the world has been organized in time zones. And we'll talk about that in one of our next lessons. But, so if you've called, sometimes it's a different time. And so we have to think, what time is it in Canada? What time is it in France if you're going to call there? And also, if we call, we have to add a plus, and then we have to add the country code and sometimes the area code. The country code for Cambodia is plus 855. The country code for the United States is plus 1. Okay, and so we dial plus on our phone, and we dial the country code, and then sometimes we have to dial the city code. We say dial. You can say on our cell phones we push, but the way that we say it in English is dial, because the old telephones used to be round. Maybe you've seen some on the internet. And so we dial 8 5 5 1. We call it dialing, D-I-A-L. You dial the number. okay? So on our cell phones, we actually push the number, but we still use the word dial, the old-fashioned word, we say it that way. And so you have to dial the country code. Sometimes you have to dial the city code as well. And what else is different? Sometimes the quality is not good. Sometimes they sound far away. Or sometimes it's not shma. Okay, and so because we say we have a bad connection, that's how we say it. If we're making a telephone call and it's not good, we cannot hear them or they can't hear us, we say, I'm sorry, I have a bad connection. I have a bad connection, okay? CONNECTION. We would just write it here. We have a bad connection. So we're not connecting with them. It's not clear. Okay, and so what do you see in the picture? If you look at page 28, what are you doing? Exercise number 1, conversation. What do you see? You see 2 people, and what is the man doing? The man is talking on the phone, and he's looking at his watch, right? Yes, so he's talking on the phone, he's looking at his watch, and what's the woman doing? Well, the woman is also talking on her phone, but she's doing like this. What does that mean? When you see somebody do this, what does that mean? It means they're tired. It probably means it's in the morning. And that action is called W-A. There, it's called yawning. Yawning is the verb. Yawn is the noun. So we can say they have a big yawn. Yawn is but we usually say yawning. She's yawning. And so the man is looking at his watch, and the woman is yawning. And the reason why is because Debbie is the name of the girl, and John is the name of the man. And John is calling Debbie from Australia, from Sydney, Australia. And so the time is very different. He's calling her, and Debbie is in Los Angeles, California, in a different time zone on a different day. And so that's what's happening, and sometimes that's what happens when we try to call our family or our friends in another country, in another time zone. And so let's look at the conversation. I'll read it one time. Hello. Hi, Debbie. This is John. I'm calling from Australia. Australia? I'm at a conference in Sydney. Remember? Oh, right. What time is it there? It's 10 o'clock p.m. and it's 4 o'clock there in Los Angeles, right? Yes. 4 o'clock in the morning. 4 o'clock a.m.? Oh, I'm really sorry. That's okay. I'm awake now. Okay, and so John knew the time was different, but he was confused. He knew it was 4 o'clock, but he thought it was 4 o'clock in the afternoon, but it was 4 o'clock in the morning. Have you ever done that? I've done it, and I've had people do it to me also. Okay, and so Sydney and Los Angeles are 18 hours difference. They're in different time zone, and the time in Sydney is 18 hours different from the time in Los Angeles. Okay, so let me read this again, and I'm going to practice the read and look up. Okay, I read it, and then I lift my head, and then I say it. I look at it, I try to remember it, and then I say it. And so this time you say it after me, okay? So you look at me. Don't look at the lesson, you look at me. Hello, and use my intonation, use my pronunciation, and use my the stress and the emphasis. Hello. Hi, Debbie. This is John. Hi, Debbie. This is John. I'm calling from Australia. I'm calling from Australia. Australia. You hear she's asking, like, what? Australia? I'm at a conference in Sydney. Remember? I'm at a conference in Sydney. Remember? All right. That's how she says it. All right. What time is it there? It's 10 o'clock p.m. And it's 4 o'clock there in Los Angeles, right? It's 10 o'clock p.m. And it's 4 o'clock there in Los Angeles, right? Yes, 4 o'clock in the morning. Yes, 4 o'clock in the morning. 4 a.m.? Oh, I'm really sorry. That's okay. I'm awake now. You see the ... She says, that's okay. I'm awake ... That means there's a pause. Now. I'm awake now. Okay, let's try it one more time. I'm going to say it, and you say it after me. Pay attention to the intonation. The intonation and the pause is very important in this conversation. And so Debbie, it's 4 o'clock in the morning, and someone calls her. So she answers her phone. That's the way we say it, by the way. In Khmer, we say "lutosap," and so we say lift. She lifts the phone, but in American English, we say she answers. I answer the phone. I'll answer the phone. She answered the phone. Okay, and so she answers the phone at 4 o'clock in the morning, and she doesn't sound awake. She sounds like, who's calling me at 4 o'clock in the morning? And so she answers, hello? Hello? If we're in the daytime, we see our friend calling us, we say, hello? Hello? But in the morning, she doesn't know who's calling her and why are they calling her at that time of day. So she says, hello? Okay, so try to say it after me. Try to say it the American way, okay? Follow me. Hello? Hi, Debbie. This is John. I'm calling from Australia. Australia? I'm at a conference in Sydney. Remember? I'm at a conference in Sydney. Remember? All right. What time is it there? It's 10 p.m. and it's 4 o'clock there in Los Angeles, right? What time is it there? What time is it there? It's 10 p.m. and it's 4 o'clock in Los Angeles, right? It's 4 o'clock in Los Angeles, right? Yes, 4 o'clock in the morning. 4 a.m. Oh, I'm really sorry. Oh, I'm really sorry. That's okay. I'm awake now. That's okay. I'm awake now. Okay, so that's the introduction to Unit 5, and we're going to continue studying further about telling time and how to say time, time zones, the international date line. I think it will be interesting for you. So, no homework, except the only homework, send me a message. Chat with me. Teacher, I wake up every day at. Teacher, I get up every day at. Teacher, I go to bed every day at. Teacher, I go to sleep every day at. And then you can ask me, teacher, what time do you get up every day? Teacher, what time do you go to bed every day? All right, I'm looking forward to your chat, so take a break, and then we'll move on to the next lesson.